we did a lot of theorizing and what's going to happen, and some of this still has to play out. But, John, we have a better grasp of the incident today. How do you feel about it?
Well, I can appreciate the fact that he didn't say, because we didn't hear that he said this, do you know who I am?
Yeah, in fact, he said he didn't.
Right.
Which ironically may have helped him.
Right, because the officer, we had heard the audio that said, yeah, he's going to jail, and then he asked, who did I just put
arrest.
in the back of the? Yeah, who did I just arrest?
Yeah, because the reporters on the scene, ESPN, was doing the telecast and the coverage, so it was a bunch of those guys that were getting info in real time. It was Jeff Darlington is the first guy that we had cited. Bob Wischusen, kind of a do-it-all guy for ESPN, was there too. We
obviously heard from both parties in regards to the charges that were filed against him, as well as Scottie Scheffler's. He talked after his round of golf on Friday. I think in the very near future, we'll probably hear a joint statement, and either the charges will be pled down or dismissed. I don't know. Second-degree assault on a police officer is really hard to just dismiss.
Unless it didn't happen.
Well, again, the investigation
no body cam footage.
Right. So there's a lot of ways out. It all depends on.
Because it is a serious charge. I mean, it's a second-degree felony that carries like several years of jail time. He does not seem to be concerned about that. Yeah.
Well, nobody's looking at that going, he's going to spend some time in the pokey. But
will there be a traffic ticket violation citation he ends up paying? Maybe.
I expect that there'll probably be some joint statement that says there was a miscommunication. Here's what happened. And here's what we're doing moving forward. And here's what we're doing to make sure that on our end, on the PGA's end, on the golf course's end, that this doesn't happen again.
From what I've read, I think the cop overreacted. He can say that his pants were damaged beyond repair, which was in the police report. But from eyewitnesses on the scene, the officer was running alongside, chasing the car, maybe tripped and fell, according to Bob Wischusen. The car was moving relatively slow, kind of the pace you would when you pull up to a gate. Even if there was a misunderstanding, you don't have to peaceful when he left the car. He doesn't need to be cuffed and hauled off to a jail cell. You could have sorted out, hey, who are you? Where are you going? You're in a PGA vehicle. It didn't need to escalate the way it did. And it doesn't sound like he was aggressive. He wasn't, do you know who I am? I'm refusing. He cooperated the whole way, all the way to the jail cell, and didn't seem to be the hothead that it initially seemed. It's to Scottie's credit. I don't think he behaved inappropriately.
No.
And I would be surprised if he's charged with anything at this point. And that may be also because of the fact that he is a famous golfer, and this is a PR hit if you do want to pursue this. That's why I think
there's probably some joint statement that comes out, and it's kind of all simpatico at that point.
Yeah, moving on.